Welcome to Learning Made Easy's story time. Today's story is called Nate the Great. San Francisco Detective by Marjorie Wainman Sharmat and Mitchell Sharmat. This story has 10 chapters and therefore, it has been divided up into 3 video parts. The video you are watching now is video part 1, for chapters 1 to 5. Video part 2 covers chapters 6 to 7. Video part 3 covers chapters 8 to 10. All 3 video parts for this story can be found on our LME channel. Non-fiction is a true story or text. Fiction is not a true story or text. The genre of this story is mystery. A mystery is a story about something that is not known, understood, or explained. A mystery is a story where you do not know who did the crime. A detective is needed to find clues on who committed the crime. In this selection, look for characters and events that are realistic. A problem that the main character has to solve. That involves a real crime. Nate the Great. San Francisco Detective. Chapter 1. Nate the Great. My name is Nate the Great. I am a detective. My dog, Sludge, is a detective too. This morning, Sludge and I were at the airport in San Francisco. We were supposed to meet another detective at 10 o'clock. My cousin, Olivia Sharp. Olivia always wears a boa made of feathers. This makes her easy to find anywhere, but all we saw were strangers. And many people with signs. All at once, I, Nate the Great, saw a sign that said, Nate the Great, in big letters. A man in uniform was holding it. He came up to us. Mr. Great, and Sludge, he said. I'm Willie. Miss Olivia's chauffeur. She's out on her 8 o'clock case. It's running late. She hasn't even started her 9 o'clock. Willie picked up my suitcase. Your limo is over there, he said. My limo. Yes. Miss Olivia always travels in a limo. But today, she saved it for you. I, Nate the Great, had never been in a limo. Sludge had never been in a limo. It was long and shiny. We got inside. Willie got in the front seat. And we were off. Chapter 2. Calling Nate the Great. We drove up and down many hills. Is everything all right back there, Mr. Great? Willie asked. I looked at Sludge. He wagged his tail. Fine, I said. But can you tell me about the case that's making Olivia late? Her friend Duncan lost a joke book, Willie said. Miss Olivia is looking for it. Willie drove us to Olivia's house and let us in. A telephone was ringing. And ringing. This was a phone that needed to be answered.
Hello.
Nate the Great, for Olivia Sharp, I said. Hello, Nate. It was Annie, from back home.
Hi.
We all miss you, she said. And Fang has something to tell you. I heard heavy breathing. I knew that Annie's dog, Fang, was on the line. I was happy to be many miles away from his teeth. I waited. Fang had something else to say. Then I heard a strange voice. It belonged to Rosamond.
Hello?
My turn. Bring back California fish for my cats. Lots of fish. All the fish you can carry. Over and out.
All right already!
I thank all of you for the call, I said. Then I heard another voice.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Wait. It's me, Claude. I lost something. Claude was always losing something. I lost an itsy-bitsy seashell 2 years ago on the Golden Gate Bridge. Find it. Claude hung up. Chapter 3. The End of the World. The telephone rang again. Nate the Great, for Olivia Sharp, I said.
Hello.
Hello. This is Duncan. It's 11 o'clock, and the world is coming to an end. I, Nate the Great, hoped that this Duncan person did not have his information straight. I need Olivia, Duncan said. Olivia is out, I said. Duncan moaned. Then the world is really coming to an end. Could you be more specific? I asked. Well, said Duncan, I lost my joke book. I have to tell a joke to a friend at 2 o'clock, and I forget how it ends.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Olivia is on your case, I said. Yes, I'm her case number 22. Duncan said. But she is also working on cases number 18 and number 21 at the same time. She'll never solve mine by 2 o'clock.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
I, Nate the Great, had never heard such a sad voice. Very well, I said. I will also take your case. I hung up. Then I called my mother. The answering machine came on. It said,
Hello, your call cannot be taken at the moment, so please leave your message after the tone.
Dear Mother, Sludge and I are on a California case. But it has something to do with the entire world, or the end of it. Something like that. I will be back, love, Nate the Great. Chapter 4. Joke Stew. Willie drove Sludge and me to Duncan's house. I will wait in the limo, Willie said. I knocked on Duncan's door. He answered it.
Hello.
Duncan looked even sadder than he sounded. His hair was hanging limp. His socks were drooping. And his jeans were slipping. Sludge and I walked inside. I am Nate the Great, I said, and this is my assistant Sludge. Tell us about your joke book. Well, I was in Books's bookstore yesterday, Duncan said. I saw this small book called The Joke Stew. It was the only copy there. I bought it. I left the bookstore with the book in a book's bag. Then what did you do? I went to lots of other stores and bought things. Then I went to Perry's Pancake House. A pancake house. Good thinking. Yes, Perry's Pancake House has this big menu with 5 pages of different kinds of pancakes.
Would you like syrup with your pancakes?
I started to read the menu. The waiter left. I kept reading the menu. Then I took out my joke book to find the perfect joke to tell today. I found it. Then, what happened? The waiter brought the pancakes. Did you put the joke book back in its bag? I don't remember. Duncan said. Because something bad had happened. What happened? I asked. Duncan looked down at his feet. I can't tell you. What can you tell me? The world is coming to an end. I, Nate the Great, wished this case was coming to an end. I said, so the last place you saw your joke book was in the pancake house. Yes. It might still be there. I said. I, Nate the Great, was sure of one thing.
Oh yeah!
Pancakes were still there.
Yum 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 yum.
5 pages of pancakes to choose from. I will be back. I said. Chapter 5. Sticky, icky mess. Willie drove Sludge and me to Perry's Pancake House. Willie drove Sludge and me to Perry's pancake house. Sniff around outside, Sludge, I said. Look for the joke book. I'll help, Sludge, Willie said. I went inside the pancake house. It looked good, and it smelled good.
Yum 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 yum.
I walked up to the waiter. I am looking for a small joke book titled Joke Stew, I said. The waiter looked mad. A girl was just here, looking for it, he said. She was wrapped in feathers. Said she was a detective. She put lost joke book signs everywhere. Here, there, up and down the street. But we have no joke book. I know who lost it. Yesterday, this boy came in. I served him mushy berry pancakes. He knocked the syrup bottle over everything. The pancakes, the menu, the table. Ugh. I scooped up all the sticky stuff and dumped it in a bag. I handed the bag to him. I told him that somewhere out there, a hungry family of ants or flies would love this sticky, icky mess. The waiter was getting madder. I, Nate the Great, knew that I had to leave the pancake house without eating. I did not want to do that. But I went outside. Sludge and Willie were standing there. We didn't find the joke book, Willie said. We looked in front. Then Sludge went out back. He found garbage cans. He looked in them. Isn't that the wrong place to look for? A joke book? Asked Willie. Well, a good detective knows that sometimes the wrong place is the right place, I said. Smart dog, Willie said. Willie, Sludge, and I got into the limo. End of part 1. Please see video parts 2 and 3 on our LME channel.